Jada. When will you learn that not everybody needs to be in your business? What is this? That's your boy Ian X Hunter, and the Smiths are back at it again. I don't know, y'all. It's like every time you go online and you see an article or a tweet about anybody within the Smiths family, you're guaranteed to find some nut shit within them. Now, on today's edition of What the Fuck is Going On with the Smiths, we have learned that apparently Will and Jada have now been separated. Yes, separated for about 7 years now.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. It was not a divorce on paper, right, but it was a divorce.
So, with this new revelation, I'm just gonna bring up the elephant in the room. Will, my nigga, what was the point of this?
Oh. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth? Oh, gee. Yeah, I don't even sleep in the same bed no more. This wife title was gone out the window back in 2016. At least according to Jada. This is all according to Jada's words. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is tough for me. This is truly tough because Will Smith is my favorite actor, like my favorite celebrity damn near as a whole. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that's my favorite TV show. Like, that's a TV show I can confidently say I've rewatched at the bare minimum 6 times. Like, throughout my life. Independence Day, that's a top 5 movie in my book. I, Robot, nigga, they predicted the future. That shit finna be going on in about 5 years. Men in Black? Don't even get me started on Men in Black. Here comes Men in Black. Regardless, whenever this whole Will Smith, Chris Rock situation was going on, it was a difficult time to be a Will Smith fan. I couldn't defend the nigga because he was in the wrong. But like, damn, that's OG, you feel me? And now Jada Pinkett Smith got my big bro here looking crazy, because if they were really separated during this time, if they were really separated since 2016, then there was no reason for Will to go ahead and Falcon punch Chris Rock like he did. Not that there was much of a reason to begin with, in my opinion at least, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this just, it don't help his case at all. And at the same damn time, and Jada, there was no reason for you to bring this up at all. There was no reason for you, Jada, to bring it up after all of this time, because surely out of all people, she would know what kind of media attention it would bring to not Jada but to Will himself. Because these days, whenever they're mentioned, they're mentioned as a tandem, as a duo. Feel me? You can't hear one without the other. At this point, they kind of like a more rich, less problematic, less ghetto version of Blueface and Krishan.
What?
And that sounds crazy to say, even as it's coming out my mouth. But those are just the thoughts coming in my head. I don't know what y'all want from me. Or maybe Jada did want the attention. Who knows? I don't. But what I can do is I can bet you $1 million. I could bet you every dollar in my bank account that this was the last thing Will wanted to happen. Because the internet is just gonna clown Will like the countless other times Jada has exposed this man on the internet. And I mean, who can forget the time when Jada held one of her patented red table talks, you feel me? And it was exposed that she had been seeing, sleeping with, getting comfortable, canoodling, whatever word you want to use. She been doing all that with singer August Alsina. And when this situation broke out, y'all, shit was crazy. TL was jumping. They gave us one of the best memes in a few years. This Will Smith meme right here. Like, come on, this is gold. This is gold, y'all. Y'all know it. And throughout this whole Red Table Talk interview, this whole Red Table discussion, she never addressed it as cheating or being unfaithful. Nah, her preferred word of use was entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes.
That in and of itself became a meme. The word entanglement. Like, bro, that was such an embarrassing time for him, because Will just had to say, he sat there and took it. It wasn't really too much else he could do in that situation. And on top of that whole August entanglement situation, Will still got to deal with the fact that Jada's still thinking about her old ex-flame, Tupac Shakur. Now, unless you were born in the last, 10 years, then you know about Tupac Shakur. And even if you were born in that time frame, I expect you know at least the name, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Legendary rapper, hit him up, Thug Life, all that. So it turns out that Jada and Tupac had actually met in high school at the Baltimore School of Arts, and they had worked their way up in their respective industries. You know what I'm saying? They was really like these right here, and they've both claimed that the relationship was only friendly, it was platonic, there was no romance within it. But the way they be talking about each other from past interviews, and even the way Jada still be sprinkling hints about him here and there, I might sound like a fool, but I feel like there was something going on in there, you feel me? Like, listen to how Pac's talking about this woman right here.
Jada Pinkett. Jada is my heart. She can have my one heart, my liver, my lungs, my
kidneys, my blood, marrow, all.
Like, come on, are you shitting me? Like, bro, look, this is a video of Jada and Pac dancing to a Will Smith smash hit. Parents just don't understand. Like, you couldn't write a script better than this.
To you all the kids all across the land. There's no need to argue, parents just don't understand.
You cannot write a script better than this. Then you got Willow Smith, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's daughter, writing letters, handwritten letters to the late Tupac. So he was already dead at this point. She was writing letters to the late Tupac saying how much her mama misses him, that she's unhappy, and the only way that she can be happy is for Tupac to come back. Talking about, I wish you were here. Wish you were here? You got your biological real father right here in front of you. Talking about you wish a dead nigga was back? Come on now. I know that shit is getting to Will. It has to be. It'd be getting to me if I was in this position. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. And the fact that this is all coming from who was at the time a child. Willow was a child when this letter was written. And you know, children normally tend to repeat things they hear around them from the people they're around the most, aka their parents, family. You know what I'm saying? You catching my drift. Damn, and I know this shit was getting to Will, bro. I know this shit is getting to Will. Cause he said it before. This is what Will Smith said in his autobiography. Big Bro said, though they were never intimate, their love for each other is legendary. They defined ride or die. In the beginning of our relationship, my mind was tortured by their connection. He was Pop, and I was me. I hated that I wasn't what he was in the world, and I suffered a raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. Damn. He triggered their perception of myself as a coward. You know what I'm saying? So like, even if he didn't, Pac didn't have to lay the pipe on Jada to get in Will Smith's head. That is crazy to me. Like, having a chokehold after all these years. At a certain point, y'all, enough is enough. You feel me? They have tried their hardest. Will, Jada, y'all have tried y'all hardest for many years. But at this point, y'all gotta, you feel me? Like, the kids growing at this point. The kids doing their own thing. Y'all clearly been doing y'all own thing for about 7 years going on now. You know what I'm saying? Let Jada go back to August. You feel me? Let Will go back to his snow bunny queen, Margot Robbie. Because, yeah, apparently they had another thing going on, which is, that's a whole nother story in and of itself. But they need to go to their peoples, you know, and just leave each other alone for a little while. Like, alone. Not just for y'all's sake, but also so that none of us on the TL, on the internet, have to hear about y'all outlandish shit again. I'm tired.